Nigerians and lovers of freedom around the world. We're Nigerians here, all of us, ordinary citizens, turning out today to protest the rise of tyranny in our dear country. We are here at the Nigerian Embassy in Washington, D.C. to register our protest against the gradual descent into the path of authoritarianism by President Muhammadu Buhari, especially the crackdown of dissent and voices of opposition back home. Particularly, we are here to demand the immediate and unconditional release of Omoyele Sowore, the convener of the Revolution Now protests and the African Action Congress Party. All over the world, peaceful protest, expression of dissent, petitioning of governments have become acceptable practices. And we cannot sit by and watch President Muhammadu Buhari, who happens to be the greatest beneficiary of Nigeria's democratic dispensation, scuttle that right or prevent the access to that right or those rights by other citizens. Earlier today, we met with the head of political affairs of the embassy here, and we submitted a strongly worded letter to the president. We are also leaving here after this address, and we're going straight to Capitol Hill, where we're going to submit another letter to the U.S. Congress. We have earlier submitted a letter to the U.S. State Department demanding that the current trajectory of our country be halted. A situation where people who disagree with the president are branded terrorists, they are branded anarchists, they are branded treasonable felons, and they are hounded, imprisoned, or jailed. We fought very hard to get to where we are today, and we are willing to fight even harder to make our country a better place. As of today, almost 10% of our population live in the diaspora, not by choice, but because they cannot find a place in their home. Their country is so hostile. It is economically non-conducive. From a security point of view, they are unsafe. And now their government hounds them when they disagree. And that is why we are making a bold statement today that we are not going to sit back and allow the return of the dark days of military rule. We have submitted our letter, and we are making our voices very clear that if President Buhari continues on this path, we are going to have no other choice than to mobilize Nigerians all over the world, including the 200 million back home, to put an end to this. Anybody who makes peaceful change impossible creates the avenue for violence. Nigerians are peaceful. Nigerians are enterprising. Nigerians only want the best. When they live outside their homeland, they thrive. But when they are in their country, selfish, corrupt politicians connive with other elements to deny them basic rights and subject them to subhuman conditions. If the president only wants subservience, then he should not be under a democratic system. And that is why today we have come to make our voices known. We want to ask all Nigerians, wherever you are, around the world, take to social media, take to embassies in your respective countries where you're domiciled, and if you're in Nigeria, join other Nigerians on the streets and demand that the descent to anarchy be halted. We are a republic. We are a free people. We were not born in bondage, and we have resisted military rule in the course of our history. We're not going back there. Thank you for listening, and I hope you are going to help us continue to demand for Sowore's release. He is not criminal. He's only a patriot who has decided to deny himself the basic comforts of life in order to ask that your rights, my rights, and the rights of every one of us is protected. It is not proper that he languishes behind bars while we keep quiet. We have come today to place our own voices on record and put our position before history. Join us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Free Sowore now. Free Sowore now.
Free Sowore now.
Free Sowore now.
Soli, soli, soli,
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for right.
soli, soli, soli,
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever. We shall always fight for right.
Of the greatest Nigerians.
Great.
Greatest Nigerians.
Great.
Are we weak?
No.
Are we cowards?
No.
Can we be oppressed?
No.
Can we be subjugated?
No.
Can anybody stop us from talking?
No.
Can anybody stop us from voicing?
No.
Will Sowore be free?
Yes.
Will Sowore be free?
Yes.
Free Sowore. Free Sowore. Free Sowore. Free Sowore. Free Sowore. Free Sowore.
Free Nigeria. Free Sowore. Free Nigeria. I say this to whoever wants to be in any public office. If you don't like criticism and you don't want protest, do not near public office.
Right.
Do not contest.
Right.
We will always criticize, and we will always protest for our rights. Hear this now. Free Sowore, free Nigerians.
Thank you.